What's up guys, Dzeeff here. In today's video, we're going to be opening up an early box of Age of Overlord. This releases in the TCG in just a few weeks, but Konami sent me an early box to open in today's video. This set has a lot of cool stuff in it. You have the Dark Zeus counterpart that I'm sure people are pretty excited to try out. You also have SP Little Knight, a very good Link 2 monster that pretty much any deck can play, as well as a ton of new archetypes and legacy support for older fan favorite decks. There's a lot of cool cards in here. All right, here we go. What can we get out of Age of Overlord? I'm definitely excited for like the Labyrinth card in here. There's a new Labyrinth support card, but there's lots of legacy support for decks that I play as well. So maybe we can pull a couple of those as we go through here. And we want to find out what the World Premiere cards are, as well as the OSG imports. Maybe we'll pull some of those too. And what is this? Ken the Warrior Dragon. About to say, that is a card I have not seen. This is a World Premiere right out of the gate here. Once per turn at the end of the battle phase, return this card from the field to the hand. You can only use each of the following effects of Ken the Warrior Dragon once per turn. During your main phase, you can special summon one Gen the Diamond Tiger from your hand or deck to your opponent's field in defense position. Very interesting. We'll have to see what that one does. If this card is special summoned by the effect of Gen the Diamond Tiger, okay, so this one can also, it must be able to be special summoned with that other one. Your opponent draws 2 cards, then they discard 1 card. So because you'll be giving this to your opponent, presumably, with the other one's effect, that means that you'll be drawing 2 cards and discarding 1. Very interesting. I wonder what the other one does when it's special summoned. We also have Discordance of the Tistina, a new Tistina trap card. Activate one of these effects if you control a Tistina monster, banish 1 card from your opponent's graveyard face down, or if you control a Tistina monster, special summon from the extra deck, you can banish all cards from your opponent's graveyard face down. That's pretty wild, actually. Okay, next up we have a Watt Synchro, Watt Yuki, I think that is. We have, one of those ice cream monsters. I love these cards in your trap. We have Canopic Protector, which I talked about in my video just a couple days ago. We have Origami Goddess, Gen the Diamond Tiger. Hey, we did it. We have Ken and Gen in the same pack. So this one looks like it has the same first effect, and then on summon it summons the Ken to the opponent's board. And then if this one is special summoned by the effect of Ken, discard 1 card. So if you open Ken, you can give your opponent Gen to make them discard a card, or if you open Gen, you can give your opponent Ken so that you draw 2, discard 1. What an interesting pair of monsters here. I wonder if people will use those in warrior decks. We have Red Arrows and Rose Papillon. Pretty cool first pack. Okay, let's keep going. Pack number 2. What do we have? More world premieres, maybe? We have a brand new Illusion monster here. Illusion was a type introduced in the last set, so this is our second wave of them. And then we also have Tarari, I'm not sure about that one. Starring Knight, this is a OSG import, looks like it. Yeah, 95. Watt Tuna, oh my gosh, there it is, Watt Tuna. Yeah, lots of Watt support in the set. Seed Spitting Saplings, this is a new plant support monster. Sharv Sarga, Xyz Entrust, Realm Eulogy, and Ogdotic Daybreak. Moving on, we've already seen a lot of cool cards so far. We have Stars Align above the Shrine, new Shino Bird support, pretty cool. Maybe we can see some of those ritual monsters. Full Armored Xyz, Supreme King Dragon Lightworm, I guess the opposite to Darkworm, Cursed Bride Doll, Snake Eye Ash, lots of Snake Eye support. There was a Snake Eye Secret Rare in the previous set. If you guys saw that card, it was like a continuous spell, I believe, but it's actually a whole archetype in here, so pretty cool. A Card Scanner, we have Invasive Alien Species, the Immortal Bushi mourns the mortal body, that's a tongue twister, and Rose Papillon once again. Okay. Here we go. Lots of really powerful cards that we could pull. Let's see if we get one. We have, what is this? Asset Mantis, not Mantis, Asset Mantis. This is a level 7 by the looks of it. Light insect monster, 2300 attack. This is a new world premiere. If your opponent controls a level 6 or lower monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you have more cards in your hand than your opponent, you can change the battle positions of all monsters on the field. All other insect monsters on the field become the same attribute and level as this card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except insect monsters. If this card is destroyed, you can add one level 8 or higher insect monster from your deck to your hand. I guess it's like a board breaker for battle wasps? Huh, that's kind of wild. Transcenosaurus Exoraptor for our next card. Stars Align above the Shrine, again. A Scapegoat, love that artwork. And we have our first ultra rare, Odd Eyes Arcray Dragon. Is that a word? I don't even know what that is, so sorry. Odd Eyes Dragon, this is a new fusion, looks pretty wild. That is the cover card of the set right there. So we did manage to pull that one. Pretty nice. Fallen of the Tistina, new Tistina level 1 monster. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 divine domain, the field spell I think that is, from your deck face up in your field zone. If a face up Tistina spell or trap you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, when this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish this card, special summon 1 light Tistina monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, which I believe are the bigger ones. Okay, Tistinas are getting more support. They're getting a little bit better. Exceeds in Trust, Sweet Roommate. That's a cool OSG import. Kind of like this card. Has a fun like DD Crow type effect. Kind of interesting. And UFO Light. Moving along here. What will we see? Not really sure. We have Disordinance of the Tistina, Earthbound Servant, Geo Gremlina, I think that is. Yeah, new Earthbound support, pretty cool if you want to play some Earthbound Immortals. We have Tarraya again, Shino Baron Shade Peacocks. This is one of the new Shino Baron ritual monsters. They do both get counterparts here. And yeah, pretty excited about these. I'm a big Spirit fan. If you guys know me from way back in the day, that was my first regional tops. And yeah, pretty excited to play those new spirits. We have Synchro Rumble, the Immortal Bushi mourns the immortal body once again. Origami Goddess, Watt Kingdom, and Returned of the Tistina, new level 2 monster. If this card is in your hand, you can target 1 Tistina monster you control, except Returned of the Tistina. Special summon this card, and if you do, its level becomes that targeted monster's level. So you make some bigger Xyz monsters if you want. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Aqua Xyz monster you control, attach this card to it as material. Interesting card there. I'm not sure what Aqua Xyz monsters that we're attaching that to, but I'm sure all things will be revealed as we see the full set list. We have Namirla Repeter again, the Illusion Monster, the Chanter, Pit Knight Philly. Oh, it's like the Pit Knight Fairy from a little bit ago. This is a world premiere, right? Yeah, okay. Cyberus Link 2 monster, 2 effect monsters. This says if this card is special summoned to a zone a Link monster points to, you can target 1 monster you control with 1500 or less attack. This turn, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. Also, if it battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is doubled. Oh boy, okay, that's some crazy damage there. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card. Okay, interested to see if like Sprite uses this or just any deck in general. I mean, that can close out games pretty easily. We have a full armored Xyz. Xyz Armor Torpedo, Warrior Xyz monster, pretty cool. TG Close, Counter Trap. We have a new Nouvelle Quick Play spell, pretty nice. Gaia Prominence, the Fierce Force, and Angelica's Angelic Ring for the final common. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see. Supreme King Dragon Lightworm, Pendulum Evolution, Lila Wrap, that's an OSG import as well. Watt Yuki again, and I thought I saw a secret rare there. Very cool. Glory of Horus, a card we just talked about a couple days ago. Probably the most important monster for this archetype. Very, very good. Gets that King Sarcophagus right to your hand and cycles you into your deck as well. You draw 1 too. What a good card. That is such a cool secret to pull. Very, very nice. Okay, we'll put that up there. Okay, we also have the Shino Baroness Shade Peacock, which is the other Shino Baron ritual monster in the set. Vanquish Soul Snow Devil. The new Vanquish Soul monster is incredibly good. I know Vanquish Soul players are very excited for that. We have Realm Eulogy and Card Scanner. Man, what a secret rare to pull. Would love to see that card in a quarter century secret rare as well. We have Miracle of the Supreme King, Asset Mountus, Watt Psychic Fighting Porter. Have not seen that one. Wait, this is a world premiere actually. I was like, I haven't seen this card before. Special summon up to 2 level 3 or lower light monsters from your hand. If you summoned 2 monsters with the same original type, those monsters can attack directly this turn. If they have the same original level, they also cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Not really sure what you could do with that, but maybe people smarter than me can figure it out. We have Exoraptor once again, Happy Guidance of Horus, Ogdotic Daybreak, oh, there it goes, and Sharv Sarga, Alpha Summon, and Invasive Alien Species. Moving along here, just a few more packs on the right-hand side as I destroy this pack. What do we got? Cursed Bride Doll, Sinful Spoils of Doom, Ken the Warrior Dragon, I can't pronounce that one ever. Starry Dragon's Cycle, first time seeing that. Startling Stare of the Snake Eyes, Gen the Diamond Tiger, Red Arrows, and Angelica's Angelic Ring. Okay, let's see. Lila Wrap, Pit Knight Philly, Pendulum Evolution, Soul of the Supreme Celestial King, Infernal Flame Banshee, very cool. Fire monsters are getting a lot of support. You know, we just had that Soul Burner set not too long ago, and yeah, now we have even more fire support, and they just announced more fire support coming out in TCG not too far from now as well. So yeah, fire players are eating good, and Infernal Flame Banshee is a pretty cool addition to a lot of pyro decks. I definitely would have killed for this card back in the day in old school Volcanics, but pretty cool to see it released now. I'm sure people are very excited to try it out. And we also have Card Scanner, Rose Papillon, UFO Light, and Watt Kingdom. Okay, we've actually seen a fair amount of different cards here. Been a pretty fun opening. Scapegoat, Cursed Bride Dal, Ken the Warrior Dragon, the Exoraptor again, Supreme King Gate Magician. That card looks pretty wild. Sharv Sarga, Sweet Roommate, Loka Samsara, and the Nouvelle Spell once again. Okay. Will we see a quarter century secret rare? Be pretty wild. Distortance of the Tistina, Earthbound Servant, Asset Mountis, Nirmila, or whatever, the Ice Cream Monsters, Canoptic Protector, once again, Red Arrows, Alpha Summon, Exceeds in Trust, and Invasive Alien Species. Man, we are really getting invaded by the alien species today. Okay, here we go. Left side, first pack, what do we got? Lila Wrap, Pit Knight to Philly, Pendulum Evolution, Soul of the Supreme Celestial King, Switch Point, this is an OSG import. Yeah, this is kind of like the trolley problem, I think. It's a trap that says, choose one monster your opponent controls, and your opponent sends either of the following to the graveyard, either the chosen monster or all other monsters they control. I mean, that is just pretty silly. Rose Papillon, UFO Light, Watt Kingdom, and Sharv Sarga. Man, I mean, forcing your opponent to decide on the trolley problem is pretty funny, though, all things considered. Scapegoat, Watt Tuna, Cursed Bride Doll, Ken the Warrior Dragon, Wings of Light, first time seeing that one, Sweet Roommate, Loka Samsara, the Culinary Confrontation once again, and Red Arrows. Moving along here, I wonder what our other secret rare will be. Let's see. Exoraptor, Distortance of Tistina, Earthbound Servant, Watt Yuki, TG All Clear. Man, TG just gets more and more support. I will tell you that the TG Trident Launcher is one of the craziest Link 3 monsters I've ever seen. That card is just crazy good. So I'm curious to see what people do with the new TG cards, because I think that card is waiting to be used in a good deck. We have Asset Mountis, Full Armored Exceeds, Stars Align Above the Shrine, Play of the Tistina, have not seen this one, Quick Play Spell, special summon one Tistina monster from your hand or graveyard, so kind of like Will of the Salmon Great, Monster Born type of card. In defense position, but return to the hand during the end phase, which isn't even that bad. A lot of them have in-hand effects, I believe. King Sarcophagus, great pickup to go alongside our Imseti. There we go. We got the whole combo right here. Really, really strong card. You know what? I'll even put that with the Imseti. Why not? We'll live a little. Realm Eulogy, Card Scanner, Angelica's Angelic Ring, and UFO Light. Moving along, we don't have too much left. Sinful Spoils of Doom, Supreme King Dragon Lightworm, Master Towel, Watt Psychic Fighting Porter, and we have the Mythical King of Phantom Beast. The Chimera cards have been doing pretty well already, and this is yet another card for them, and man, is this a good one. So I'm pretty excited to see how people use this in the Chimera deck. Okay, just a couple more packs left. Let's see what else we have. Miracle of the Supreme King, Shino Baron Shade Peacock, the Ice Cream Trap, Supreme King Dragon Lightworm, Sinful Spoils of Betrayal, that's the first one of that, I think, Starting Stare of the Snake Eyes, Rose Papillon, Shino Baroness Shade Peacock, and Watt Kingdom. Pretty cool to see there are more Sinful Spoil cards in this set, or the more Snake Eyes and stuff like that. Would love to see more of those, but we only have a few packs. We'll see. Pit Knight again, Distortance of Tistina, Watt Psychic Fighting Porter, Full Armored Exceeds, and oh my gosh, no, this box is crazy. We have Diabellstar, the Black Witch. This is one of the best cards in the set. This goes with those Sinful Spoils cards. I mean, this is like, oh, what a box. This is crazy. Yeah, this is a really, really hyped card. A lot of people are going to be playing this card in a bunch of different decks. Just great generic support for a lot of different strategies. So pretty cool to see that. Yeah, this is one of the best boxes I've had in a little while. We have Lokai, Samsara, and Vanquished Soul, Snow Devil, Mortal Bushi, and Fallen of the Tistina. Man, it must have been my lucky day today, because those are some pretty good pulls. Sweet. Here we go. Shino Baron Shade Peacock, Asset Mountis, Watt Tuna, Transcendosaurus, Snake Eye Oak, Gen, the Diamond Tiger, Gaia Prominence, the Fierce Force, Invasive Alien Species, Culinary Confrontation once again. Just about 4 packs left. I mean, could there be a quarter century secret rare? You never know. Wat Yuki, Sinful Spoils of Doom, Play of the Ticina, Soul of Supreme Celestial King, Realm Elegy, okay, Sharv Sarga, Sweet Roommate, Ogdoctic Daybreak, and TG Close. 3 packs left. What do we have? I think we should have maybe one more Ultra. I don't even know. Lila Rap, Tari, Stars Align Above the Shrine, Pendulum Evolution, and oh my god, it's that easy. Ask and you shall receive. We have, this is that Dark Zeus I was talking about. Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. Okay, I see it is keeping the naming convention of Zeus. That is a very long name to write on a deck list. But holy crap, that is really cool. So this card is fantastic. It's like a pretty good counter to Zeus, actually, but also just a good card in general. I would not be surprised if this card saw a ton of play in the upcoming format, so definitely watch out for that one. Exceeds and Trust, Angelica's Angelic Ring, Vanquish Soul, Snow Devil, and Gaia Prominence once again. 2 more packs. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I can really ask for any more of this box. If we pull a quarter century secret rare, then I guess I should just go buy a lottery ticket. Lila Rap and Burning Dragon. OSG import right there. Looks really nice as a super rare. Burning Dragon. That is a wild looking monster. We have the Samsara, Sweet Roommate, the Culinary Confrontation, and Returned of the Tistina. Okay. Final pack here, Age of Overlord. This has been a very good box for me, very good set to me, so here we go. Final pack, what do we got? Miracle of the Supreme King, Earthbound Servant, Geo Thing, Sinful Spoils of Doom, Pit Knight Philly, and we have the Ogdoctic Overlord. That is a crazy looking monster. We pulled a lot of the Ogdoctic cards since opening, so now we got the big monster that just came out. Wat Kingdom, TG Close, Shino Baroness, Shade Peacock, and Alpha Summon. Well, that is all for today's video. This was a fantastic opening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you later. Goodbye.